Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. I am Roohindeep Kaur, and today I am back with another concept session of logical reasoning. And today we're going to learn the concepts of syllogisms. I really hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So, a quick yes in the chat section would give me a go. Okay. Hi, Tripti. Good afternoon. Welcome to the session. Welcome. So today we're going to learn syllogisms, right? So syllogisms, what are syllogisms? What can you expect in syllogisms? Is it important for, which exam point of view? So we're going to discuss that, right? And after that, after we learned the concept today, we're going to have a practice session on it tomorrow. Okay, I hope everyone is ready for this session, and I am going to make sure that you guys, get through this important information. Why? Because our score booster course for IPM and DUJAT, which is like best in, course which is available, right? One of the best for IPM and DUJAT is launched. December में launch हो गया था. You can take the free trial and you should hurry up because time नहीं बचा है for IPM and DUJAT का preparation. Concepts clear करो, practice करो for these questions and take your free trial today, right? एंड ऑल्सो बिकॉज CUCET के लिए बहुत सारी सेंट्रलाइज यूनिवर्सिटीज CUCET के थ्रू एडमिशन लेने वाली हैं. दैट मीन्स टू गेट सिलेक्टेड इन टॉप सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज you need to give CUCET 2022, and we have a special course for that, which is a champions course for CUCET 2022. You get 120 plus live classes, 6 full length mock tests, 50 sectional tests, and 1000 plus practice questions. You can enroll for the same now. The classes start on 8th of January. So hurry up, do not waste any time. And I am going to go live only on BYJU'S Exam Prep app, and we're doing this mega workshop on 7th of January, 2 p.m., which is free for everyone. All you have to do is you have to go to the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, register for the same, for this workshop where we're going to discuss how to get into IIMs directly after 12th, which is clearly by IPMAT, right? And what all you can expect after getting into IIMs after class 12. Now we are going to discuss that. I'm going to take all the queries regarding this. And today, without much ado, we are going to learn syllogisms, जिसके बारे में तृप्ति ने कहा, मैम I find this very tough. तृप्ति, what if I tell you these questions of syllogisms are not just easy but less time consuming? Like if I had a chance to solve 5 syllogisms questions and solve a puzzle or a data interpretation question or a linear arrangement or a circular arrangement, I will always choose syllogisms because they can never go wrong. First of all, you never get wrong answer when your concept is clear, and the second thing is they are much less time consuming, right? So today in the concepts we are going to learn why do you find them tough. Now, the first and foremost reason for syllogisms for many students, ठीक है, they find it very tough. They're like, ma'am, ये difficult है. Ma'am, I do not understand why my answer is being wrong when clearly I can see this is correct. This comes to your brain na, whenever you answer the question, like, ma'am, ये तो दिख ही रहा है. ये तो दिख ही रहा है कि ये सही है. आप कैसे बोल रहे हो ये गलत है? या मेरा आंसर कैसे गलत हो गया? Hi, Thunder. Are you sure it's Thunder and not Thor? ठीक है, नाम बड़े चुन चुन के रखते हो यार तुम लोग. ऑसम. थंडर. ठीक है, हर मेजेस्टीज थंडर. ओके, सो साइलॉजिज्म्स जो है, many students find it difficult. The reason behind is that you guys see what is visible to you but forget the information that you can see in the diagram, in the Venn diagram, was never actually given to you properly. Like if someone says all A are B, the flow of information, the information is actually going from A to B. I was given the information from A to B. So if I understand all A, ma'am, every part of A, every part of A are B, right? So, ma'am, it is only going to be true if you draw this. Am I correct if I draw this, if I say all A are B? Am I, drawing it correctly? Is this statement, when I look at this diagram, is this statement true according to it? Is this statement true according to it? Hmm, that is true. But if I tell you that you guys have just assumed this, did you even know that extra part of B was this much? Did you know? Was that information given to you? You were only given this information. They said all A is B. And you said, ma'am, every A is inside B. But what about this particular part that I'm shading? What about this particular part that I'm shading? Am I just assuming it? Am I just assuming it? No, ma'am, but you only said all A are B. Yeah, but if I draw this, that A is equals to B, still all A are B is true. It is still true. So, ma'am, how do you choose? How do you choose that what information is examiner giving to you? Now, that is the basic concept of syllogisms. You have to understand that examiner tells you only partial information in most of the question. You only are getting partial information. The shaded portion of B, the shaded portion of B in your figure number 1 may or may not exist. It was just an assumption. Why is that? My human brain is incapable of thinking in negative. You're not capable of thinking in negative. Do you want to try that? Okay, everyone, let's just do one small exercise. Let's just do one small exercise. Um, Negative statements. I'm giving you a negative statement. Your brain cannot comprehend that. Your brain cannot comprehend that. Do not think about a whale. Do not think about a whale. Did you not think about a whale? Or did you think about a whale? Write in the comment section quickly. I'm going to explain the process why you find it difficult. Tell me. I said do not think about a whale. Did you think or did you not? I'm sure you thought about the whale and then you were like, oh, they asked me not to think about the whale, right? So, what is happening? Your brain automatically tends to think about something which may not happen because that is a possibility. Just because that is a possibility. So, to understand this concept of syllogism, you have to understand that when information is given to you, when some form of information is given to you, you thought about a shark. So probably in your brain, whale is equivalent to shark. Okay. So when you think about information, when an information is given to you, you not only think about what is correct, but you always think about the alternate possibilities. But sometimes you forget about these. You just whatever you have assumed initially, you want to, move ahead with that. So, did you understand the basic concept? Ke that is the base where your concept is going wrong. You forget that examiner जो आपको information दे रहा है वो complete हो या नहीं हो इसके बारे में आपको कुछ नहीं पता है. ठीक है, इतना पता चला. Am I clear till this point? Am I clear till this point? Everyone. The syllogism, the basic concept is partial information and these alternate possibilities that sometimes come into our brain and sometimes they do not. We don't even think about them. That is what makes the syllogisms correct. So what are statements? What are statements in syllogisms? You might have come across syllogism questions in which they've given you statements followed by conclusions, and then they give you options. Statements, conclusions, followed by options. Now this is what you're going to get, right? So if I just focus on statements, they are nothing but the given information. Now this information could be complete or it could be partial. So mostly 90% of the cases the information is partial. At least 75% of the cases the information is partial. I'm going to prove that point, right? So complete information, if that is given to you, you can give the answer. Okay? If the information is partial, like a person comes to you and says, oh, like you had some amount of money in your wallet, right? You had some amount of money in your wallet, and someone came and asked you, showing a particular product, right? Is the money in your wallet enough for that? And you give the answer as yes or no. So if it is yes, it might be just equal to the product. It might be more than the price of that product. If you give the answer as no, you might have no money. You might have some amount of money. You might have a little bit less than that amount of money. So the yes and no gives you some partial information, but it never gives you the complete information. You have that product right in front of you. You have that price tag. So is that price tag, okay, can you pay for that particular price tag? If the answer is yes, then you might have equal amount of money. You might have more. Still, that yes gives you two possible pieces of information. If I say no, you might have a little bit less amount of money or you might have none, right? So you do not understand from the information whether it is partial or complete. So you have to understand what type of information can they give you. The statement is nothing but the given information. They can give you the information in four ways. They can give you the information in four ways. I usually call them four relationship between sets. Okay, but that is the only four form of ways they can give you the information. The statements are nothing but the given information. Conclusions are nothing but asked questions. Questions. Okay. So when you said yes, I can buy that particular product. Now I'm asking you a question. Do you have like same amount of money? That is something I'm asking from you. Do you have like more money than required? If your answer is no, do you have less amount of money? Do you have no money? So what am I doing? I'm asking you question based on what? Based on the information you provided me. Am I clear till this point? Am I clear with this example? Because I wanted to relate it with real cases so that you understand that syllogisms is not actually about what you know. It is about what it could be possibly. Am I clear till this point? Tripti, Thanda. Okay, perfect. So, till this point, we understood partial information, and from that partial information, where is that given? It is given in the form of statements. Where it is asked, it is asked in the form of conclusions. Now, they can ask you conclusions only in four ways. Just four ways they are going to ask the conclusion. So, the first way to give or ask the information, okay, to give statements or ask conclusion is all. We discussed that initially. If I say all A is B, where A and B are nothing but just names of the set, I could say all apples are buildings. But ma'am, that is not true. All apples cannot be buildings. That is never going to be true. Agreed, but they're just simple names given to the set, right? So if the information is given to you that all A is B, this particular diagram that every A is inside this circle of B, and A is equals to B. If I look at my first diagram, which is this one, all A is B, by looking at it, I can say it is true. By looking at my second diagram, I can say all A is B is true. Why is that? Why is that? Because the existence of this extra area of B is just in my imagination. That is just in my imagination. Imagine someone coming to you and saying, "Oh, I never gave you the information about B. Why did you thought? Okay, why did you think that B is going to have that extra space? B does not have any extra space, right? So they can. It is like two best friends talking to each other. They're like, यार मेरी जेब में जितना पैसा है वो तेरा है ठीक है तेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा हो भी सकता है नहीं भी हो सकता मुझे क्या पता Fine, getting my point. So it is be coming to the friend one and saying तुझे कैसे लगा कि मेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा पैसा है मेरे पास तो था ही नहीं तेरा जितना पैसा है वो मेरा पैसा है why did you think या फिर वो बोल सकता है why did you think कि मेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा पैसा नहीं है so that is the kind of information in all so ma'am why do why do these things tend to give wrong answers? Now let me ask you few questions. Now my first question is all B is A. Now I told you the similar four ways of giving information is the similar four way of asking information. All B is A. Conclusion is all B is A. Can I say all B is A in figure number 1? Will that be okay if I say all B is A in figure number 1? Will that be true in case number 1? I'm asking about case number 1. Hi Devansh! Welcome to the session. Good afternoon. False. Okay, the first one is false, right? You said, ma'am, in case 1, this is definitely false. The thing that you're asking me, it is definitely false. Can you tell me what about case number 2? Case number 2. Okay, the second case, it is true. That makes perfect sense. And ma'am, I can clearly see that all A is B, but in the first case, all B is A can never be true because B has extra things. B has extra spaces, right? In the second case, because A is equivalent to B, it is going to be true. But if someone says, hey, do not tell me case number 1, do not tell me case number 2, tell me one thing. Give me one answer. Give me one answer. So when I give you options, I always say na ki yaar option A, option D, don't tell me that. Just give me one answer. So giving that particular if 50% weightage is to false, 50% weightage is to true, can I say okay, maybe it is true, maybe it is false. Maybe all A is B, maybe. It is just a possibility. All A is B, it is just a possibility for case number 2. But if I regard case number 1, it is going to be false. So you had the information in this form. The direction of information was from A to B. But when they reversed the question and asked the question in this direction, because the information was partial, you could not give a concrete answer, and all B is A became just a possibility. And the reason for that was because there were two cases. In one case, it was becoming true, in the other case, it was becoming false. So it became a possibility. Maybe, is all B is A? Maybe. It is a possibility. So maybe is what? You can give the answer as this, true. When you know the answer, say you knew in case number 2, it is definitely going to be true. In case number 1, you knew it is definitely going to be false. So when you were sure, when you were very sure about your answer, you gave true and false. But when you were unsure about it, when I said, Are collectively tell me now, what are you talking about case 1 and case 2? You said, Ma'am, maybe. I'm unsure. So examiner asks you questions, like in what manner? The examiner asks you questions whether are you sure, are you unsure? Is it a possibility that all B is A? Now imagine, the question is, now change the question. My question now is, all B is A is a possibility. Is a possibility. Is there a slight possibility that all B is A can be true? Yes, ma'am. That possibility becomes possible in case number 2. So when they are asking you about the possibility, you're going to say, yes, the possibility is there. I'm very sure about this possibility. That is why this becomes true. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Did you understand this? So I'll just conclude it in one go. They gave you the information, all A is B. So because the direction of information was in this way, when they ask you question, you can only answer about every part of A. You can only answer about every part of A. You can never answer about extra portion of B because the existence of the extra portion of B is questionable. So when you answer, keep this in mind. All A is B. Ma'am, okay, I have the information about all A is B. I can be very sure. So all A is B. Okay, if they ask you all A is B, after giving this information, I'm asking you conclusions. Okay, all A is B. You're going to say, Ma'am, true. Okay, can you tell me some A is B? You know the information about entire A. Can you tell me whether some portion of A is inside B? Ma'am, that is true. Can you tell me if some A is not B? Ma'am, entire A is inside B. If I am supposed to say that some portion of A is not B, I'll be saying a wrong statement. So that is why this is definitely false. No A is B. It is definitely false. So what are you talking about? You're talking about surety. Why are you so sure? You're sure because all A is something that is given to you already. In this information, they ask you anything about every part of A with regards to B, you will be able to answer it. But when the question flips, all B is A. Oh, they never gave me the complete information about B. It is just a possibility, ma'am. I do not know about every part of B. I may or may not know about every part of B because I was not given. So some B is A. Some B is A. Okay, this area that A has covered in B, can I say it is some portion of B? Do I have information about the some portion of B? Yes. Do I have information about the some portion of B over here? Yes. Do I have the information about? Yes, ma'am. So that some portion is known to you. You can with very surety say that it is true. You're very sure about it. Now, if they say some B is not A, you know about some B. Which some portion do you know? Ma'am, the previous one that you just taught us over here in the second case. Some B is A. So when they ask me some B is not A, in my brain, I'm looking at this portion. In my brain, I'm looking at this portion. But is it in my imagination? Do I have any information about it? No. I do not have the information about it. It is just a possibility, ma'am. So whatever is not known to me, it is a possibility. Basic rule of physics, guys. Whatever is not known to the humankind, it is still a possibility, right? Okay. So when they tell me that no B is A, no B is A, you have some area of B which is known to you, which is common with A. From that, you're very sure that this can never be true. No B. I know some area is common with A, so I'm very sure that when they tell me no B is A, it can never be true because I'm very sure that some portion will always be common with A. So it is the information is about what you know and what you don't know. Okay, chalo. I'm going to apply that information over here. So when they tell me that sum A is B, ma'am, some portion of A is definitely B. So that area of A which is common with B is that area of B which is common with A. So vice versa is true over here, right? So the information is given from A to B, but the exact information is from B to A as well. Do you know information about all A? Do you know information about all A? Okay. Do you know information about all B? Yes or no? All A, all B? No, we do not have information about all A. We do not have information about all B. So dare they ask me all A is B? Arey ma'am, they never gave me the information. So they are not giving you information. You tell them it is a possibility, right? Ma'am, all B is A. They never gave me the complete information. It is a possibility, bro. It is supposed to be a possibility. Ma'am, some information is given. I know some area of A that is exactly common, that is the exact portion of B which is common with A. So when they ask me some A is B, it is given, it is true. And vice versa is also true. So when they tell me, when they ask me, some A is not B, ma'am, I only know this area which is common. The area which is not common, in future it will be common or the examiner has forgot to give me the information. I have no idea about that. For me, it is just a possibility. Is it easier now? Is it easier now? Please tell me it is easier. Okay, just be honest and tell me if it is easier now. This perspective, when you change your perspective towards the question, your answers become getting the answer becomes much more easy, right? So when they tell you second possible for some, yeah, there are actually two possibilities for some. Dekho, if I draw this, if I say some A is B, because entire A is in inside B, some A is also B is true. If I do this beta, some portion of A which is common with B from that. So there are two possibilities. You need not understand that. You need not care about that. You only have to understand what is given to you, what is given to you, and what is not given to you. Okay. Now, if they ask me, no A is B, no A is B. There's no A which is B. Ma'am, but I know this area of A is B. How can they ask me this thing? This is false. Okay. No B is A. No B is A. But ma'am, this area of B is A. Entire area of B can never be A. It is not even a possibility. It's definitely false. Excuse my ultra nice handwriting, please. Okay. Understood? So, if I just look at them, they are positive information. They gave you positive information. They said all A is inside B. That is positive. This is positive. Some A is inside B. Some B is inside A. That is positive. Now let us come across the negative informations that they are going to give me. So if they tell me that some A is not B, some A is not B. They're trying to tell me that there is some area of A which can never be common with B. There is some area of A which can never be common with B, right? So, ma'am, what about the remaining area of A? Can that be common with B? Yes, that is a possibility. So when they give you the information regarding some portion of A, and that too in the negative sense, you only know that this area of A can never be B. That means entire area of A can never be B. Can rest of the rest of the some portion of A, can that be B? Possibility. Can entire area of B not, can never, the entire area of A, can that never be B? That is a possibility. हो सकता है the remaining portion of A is not B. ठीक है? So the entire syllogisms, it depends on what? It depends on what is given to you. Is that partial? Is that complete? If it is partial, what direction are they giving you information? From A to B. Some area of A. I do not know the entire area of A. Entire area of B, I do not have any information about that. I only know this portion of A can never be common with B. But acha, let me do this. Let me do this. If I mark this area as 1, if I mark this area as 2, the shaded one, this area as 3 or B only, right? Can I say 1 and 3 have no direct information? Can I say area 1 and 3 have no direct information? I only know the information about area 2. Okay? Area 2 is part of A. So some area 2 is what? Some A that you know. Area 1 is what? Some A, area 1 that is unknown to you. Some A, area 2 that is known to you. So when your question, in the question they're asking you about some A, it depends on what you know and what you don't, right? So area 1 and 3. So if they tell me some A, so if they ask me this question that some A is B, clearly they are not asking me about area B, they're asking me about area A. Some A is B. It is a possibility. Why is that? Because I have no direct information of 1 and 3, hence they can make any relation. Okay? But now if they ask me all A, that means they're asking me 1 plus 2. All A is B. 1 has the possibility, 2 can never have the possibility. That means it is definitely false. Cool? Is that clear? Is that clear? Right? So this is some A is not B. Some portion of A is not B. Right? So the last type of information that they can give you is that no A, this is entire information. No A is B. Now when no A is B, we draw it like this. This is the only statement which is complete. They give you information about all A with regards to B. That ma'am, no A is B. Automatically the reverse becomes true. No B is A. That is also true, na? That is also very true. That no A is B, very good. No B is A, absolutely correct. That is going to happen. Okay, so no A is B, no B is A. So if they ask me all A is B, you know the information about all A because no part of A can be B. So all A can never be B. Some A can never be B. So if they ask you this, all A is B, you're going to say it is definitely false. Why? Because I know the information. Similarly, no B, all B is A is also false. Some A is B. They gave me a negative information. They're asking about the positive information that can never be true. So this is definitely false. Okay. Some A is not B. entire area of A is not B. If someone comes and says, "Arey, some A is not B," they're asking me about any part. You're very confident. You're like, Ask any part of A can never be B." So some A, any part of A, no, very sure about it. Some A is not B. It is true. Now look at this. You know everything about this. You're sure about this. If I do the same thing with B, it gives you the same answer. This is the only statement that gives you complete information. Rest of the statements always give you incomplete information. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that only no can give me the complete information. Right? Am I clear? So that was the syllogisms basics, right? I tried to change your perspective about syllogisms. So guys, what am I going to do today? I'm going to give students some practice question about syllogisms at BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Okay? So daily at 4 p.m. we're doing logical reasoning sessions free of cost, okay, for BB entrance exams. Today, if you join at 4 p.m., okay, we're doing 5 questions of syllogisms. We were doing 5 questions each day. I was trying to give them different types of questions. So 5 questions each day. Today, you practice few questions. Tomorrow on YT, you practice few questions on YouTube, okay, and on the app as well. So do that. Do join me at 4 p.m. on BYJU'S Exam Prep app. We're going to practice syllogisms today and tomorrow as well. So, जो आज learn कर रहा है, whatever you have learned today, you can practice with me, and you can ask me doubts as well, of course, right? And you can join for the GK free session daily at 2 p.m. Okay, so if you want to learn about journal knowledge, what you can do is daily at 2 p.m. you can join for the GK free session. Okay, so another information is that our Score Booster course for IPMAT and DUJAT 2022, okay, you can take the free trial for the same if you're preparing for IPMAT and DUJAT. And our staff faculties are Rabia ma'am, Salik sir, I of course, along with Vinod sir and Ankur sir. And I am going to see you guys today at 4 at BYJU'S Exam Prep app, because if you're yet to download the app, do it now. Okay, chalo. Do you have any queries regarding this? You can always ask me the questions. Okay, if you have any queries regarding that, you can always ask me the questions, and I'm going to help you with that. Okay, chalo. Take care, everyone. I'm going to meet you guys soon. Bye bye.